Hello friends, today we'll see the Forensic Anthropologist Module 4. In this video, we are going to see the sex estimation or determination with the help of skull. As we know that the skull is made up of cranium and the bones of face. It consists of several features like glabella, forehead, then temporal line, robust nuchal area, then orbital rim, mastoid process. So all these features we can use for the determination of the sex. So if we get the skull as a skeletal remain, you can see how the male skull is robust as compared to female. You can see that this is the supraorbital ridges. It is more prominent or protruding in case of male as compared to female. The chin, you can find that it is rounded in female while it is squarish in case of the male. So if we see the orbit in case of male, it is squarish with the rounded margin, and it is roundish with the sharp margins in case of female. This frontal bone or the forehead of the males tend to be slanted back, and on the female it tend to be more rounded. So male skull is larger as the more sloping forehead, and the female skull is smaller, retain frontal and the parietal bossing. In females, you can see that this is the position of the zygomatic arch. It is less pronounced and tend to not extend posteriorly beyond the external auditory meatus. While in males, the zygomatic arch is more prominent, robust, and tend to extend posteriorly beyond the external auditory meatus. Then zygomatic arch, you can see that it is wider in males as compared to female. Then mastoid process, you can see this is the position of the mastoid process, which is located on the inferior portion of the temporal bone, just posterior to the external auditory meatus. This mastoid process is larger and more blunt in case of male, while it is smaller and more pointed in case of female. If we look at the palate, it is larger and wider, broader in case of male, while it is smaller and narrower in case of female. If we look at once this picture, you can see that this is the male skull and this is the female skull. So how it differs? Then skull mandible, this mandible together with the maxilla and which is the largest bone of the face, and it forms the lower jaw and holds the lower teeth in place. It also shows the sexual dimorphism. This is the male mandible. You can see that it is square in shape, while this female mandible, it is pointed. The ramus, this portion is called as the ramus. This portion is of ramus. Mandible in the male is closer to the right angle than the female. In female, the ramus is have obtuse angle to the lower bone, which is greater than 125 degrees, and the ramus in male is wider and it is larger as compared to female. So overall, we can say that it is good area for the sex determination. In generalized, we can say that male skull is more robust, muscle marked than female, and sex estimation also we can do with the help of face, mandible and the vault. So overall appearance, you can see that this is the male skull, this is the female skull, how it differ look wise. This is the side view of the male and this is the side view of the female skull. Now can you identify whether this is male or the female skull? Yes, it is male skull because the glabella is very large, the temporal line is pronounced, the mastoid process is huge and forehead slopes. What is this? This is male or the female? Yes, this is male. The chin is very square in shape and the mandible flares out at the gonial angle. So this is about the skull. Thank you.